We are live.
Yeah, we are live.
Test, test, test. My volume good?
Yep.
Test, test, test. Hey guys, it's Tom from Liquidation Motivation, guys. Here, my YouTube channel is all about, buying and selling, flipping merchandise, eBay, Amazon, pallet sales, truckloads, bin stores, liquidation and consignment stores, and building wealth, taking the money that you're making and building wealth with it. I think I got Esteban and Paul. They're going to be chiming in here in a few minutes. They got some customers out there that they're dealing with. Thank you guys. Thank everybody who's on here, everybody who's watching. If you have any questions or comments about the industry, go ahead and put it down in the comment section down below. We did get a couple truckloads. We got 3 truckloads yesterday. So I'm buying Amazon mediums, Amazon returns, which are like mediums, but they're bagged up, maybe a lot of box damage. Amazon smalls, and then I get an Amazon electronics. So a ton of Amazon coming in. But, I really, really like them. I want to talk a little bit about the mediums that I've been getting lately. The prices seems to be coming down for the mediums. They were about $8,000 a truckload. I'm currently buying them for quite a bit less than that right now. And I'm trying to lock in a contract, lock in a deal where I'm buying, 5 to 10 truckloads a week. Everything good?
Sorry.
You need me to pause?
You're good now.
I'm good now?
Yeah.
Stan is having a few technical difficulties there, but can somebody put in the comments if they can hear me, if my volume is okay, if everything's good? Put that in the comments below. But so yeah, the Amazon mediums, I was quite impressed when they came in. That there's some that you're going to get a lot of brown box stuff, but you don't know what's in it. We are offering these pallets for sale to our customers. So we got a lot of action already on buying pallets. You coming in here, Paul? Here's a microphone. Yeah, we got a lot of action on the pallets. It's good, better now. Thank you, Jason Woods. Oh, that's not my cousin, Jason. No, it's not. All right, good, good. So what do you think about the Amazon medium pallets we got in yesterday?
Oh, when it first came in, I was blown away. I mean, we had some of the TVs on it. That was pretty astonishing. 50-inch TVs on the pallet, curved monitors. I mean, those are very pricey. You go to Best Buy, Staples is going out now, but very high quality version. Nice. People love them when they buy them.
Yeah. So one pallet came in. It had the 50-inch TV. Yeah. It had like 10. What do you call the new cookers there? What do you call those?
The air fryers?
The air fryers, like 10 air fryers, a bunch of other stuff. Easily was $1,000, $1,500 pallet, had a 3D printer on it. And my connection who brought me my nonprofit that I buy from, I sold that pallet to him for $350. I let him buy it, even though I could tell, because I needed him to make money and I need to pay him back for introducing me to that connection. So, there's a lot of great pallets on there. There's a lot of great eBayable items on there. But then you're also going to get a lot of just miscellaneous stuff. A lot of camera equipment. Stan likes it when we find camera equipment on there. We found what do you call it? A monopod? Yeah, a monopod. We found some great tripods. There's a lot of high value stuff. I noticed on one pallet there was 2 cell phone repeaters. So to improve your cell phone signal, hey, do we need one in our store?
Yeah, they're like $600 a piece.
Yeah, on eBay they were $550 on eBay, and I was quite excited about that one. So, I like the Amazon mediums. If everybody, I'm the cousin you owe money to. Jason. I got a cousin named Jason Wood. Jason and Jeremy Wood, my first cousins, actually, second cousins. So Amazon mediums came in. My normal local Amazon smalls came in, the 6 foot tall. Remember, you don't get anything impressive in there, but that's really the high piece count, which fuels your bin store. My one bin store, we do a 2010 54321, and then the second one we do 54321. So I can send mediums. So what I do is I go through some of the mediums pallets, pull out stuff I need for my big store, and then send the rest to the bin store. And I don't care what it is. Or, once I get 10 air fryers, I really don't need any more. So I'll just send them to the $20 day at the bin store and hopefully they sell. But I don't care if they sell for $20 or if they sell for $1. I'm more about, I need to move the product out. I need to get rid of this stuff. I need other people to take this product off my hands so I can continue buying more. As long as I net better after the week's over and it gives me more money to buy more truckloads, that's kind of our goal. It's not about not about value, right? Don't forget about value in this business.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got? Ivan said, need for export, email you to see if it's possible. Yeah, go ahead and email me, Ivan. I think that I can get 10 truckloads of this stuff a week. And my email address is tvwedeal@yahoo.com. There it is. Stanley's putting it up there. Let's say, hey, Tom, is 11K delivered for a half truck of LPN a good deal for bins? So for a half truck. So I think that's I guess if it's manifest, I'd have to see what's on the manifest. Uh-oh, my wife's calling me. You'd have to look at that, but that seems a little high to me. So I bought a truckload of smalls from Excess Limited. They make me send them $20,000, and then they send me the invoice, charge me 9% of invoice, and my truck came out to be $15,000. That was 6-foot tall smalls. Remember, it came probably about half of it was food. Some people don't like food. I don't really mind food, but it did have the 12S21 Pro Max phones in there, whatever they're called. I don't even know what they're called.
Plus, that was a full truck too.
Yeah, that was a full truck. So I would think that 11,000 sounds a little high for me. So I would, maybe partner up with somebody else to buy a full truck. Look for people. Where are you located at, Jason? I'd partner with somebody to buy a full truck, because then you can get 12 6-foots that nobody's touched. If you're buying a half truck, I would think there's going to be some sort of picking going on. Some Facebook users said high piece count are a lot better now. I agree. I mean, high piece count used to have a ton of masks, man. And I mean, we get a 6-foot pallet and 3/4 of it be masked. Now, the good thing is that we would box them all up and we put them in storage. We'd sell them as we can. And now that when the variant came out, what was it, been about 6 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago?
The Delta.
Yeah, the Delta variant, more people were buying masks. It's going down now. I think once we go into the winter months, it's going to slow down a lot. The heat breeds, the virus. So I'm hoping things get better, because I'm looking forward to a fantastic fourth quarter. The last thing I need is to go through another year of people staying home and not going out shopping in the fourth quarter.
Remember when the whole COVID first started, masks were like gold. Gold
Yeah.
to get your hands on a mask to sell. Now they're just all over the places.
Yeah.
The demand's not as crucial.
I'm sure that we have, I don't know, 100,000 masks and stuff or something like that. So I don't know if we're ever going to be I don't know what's going to happen with that. I just want things to get back to normal so we can focus on our business. Now, listen, if things get bad again and the federal government comes out with another round of PPP, which is the money that they gave to you for because of the virus, that did us very well. That did all of my companies very well. So that was a good response by the government. But I have other issues with how it's bad it's good. It was good for business, but I think bad for the future of our country. But I mean, that's a whole other argument. Cody said, Tom, or actually HPC are a lot better now. Yeah, I agree with you, Facebook user. HPC is a lot better now. I'm finding some good inventory. And what kind of new products did you get in, says Cody. We got an Amazon mediums, Amazon smalls, and then some of the Amazon returns. I do sell I sell the 6-foot talls for $1,000. I sell the 4-foot returns for $350. And then I sell the mediums, which are all wrapped. I don't even know what's in them, for $350. So all three of those pallets, when I sell them, are untouched. We have no idea what's in them, untouched. And I know, there are, we process some of them for our stores, but then the ones that we sell, we don't touch. We have no idea. So that's the kind of product I got in right now. I'm always looking for new truckloads. I'm in Southeast Missouri talking to a guy in Nashville, so he's pretty close. Yeah, I think that in Tennessee, there's Essex's in Tennessee. If you can get a direct load, a high piece count direct load from Essex, or I know Mid Tennessee Wholesale's in Tennessee, but I think that Mid Tennessee Wholesale is only exporting now, which kind of shocked me. But I've been told they're not a contract holder. I know Excess Limited is a contract holder. There's a ton of product in your area, so I would try to partner up with somebody. I'm in Southeast Missouri. Oh no, where is Colton? Colton's in Nebraska, I believe. I would reach out to Colton Carlson too, talk to him, and see if he might have some pallets that you can partner up on. But certainly find a partner. I do it with local bin stores, you know, which some people would think it's competition, but I don't care. I just want everybody to win. So you know, we do it all the time with other companies. It does, as long as they're coming in 6-foot pallets, it's easy to split up because there's no way to cherry pick it. But whenever you get like 4-foot pallets and people are looking at them, you know, it just becomes a little more difficult.
And that's why it's imperative not to cherry pick when you have competition close. You want the incentives for people come to your store. You know?
Yeah.
Of course,
yeah.
everybody wants to win, but you also want competitive.
All right. Amanda said, I'm not impressed. It's been the same items the past few times, and I've had complaints from my customers that the items I sold to them that I bought from this store don't work. I've had to refund people a lot lately, so no thanks. I sold to them I bought from this store don't work.
Which kind of pallets have you bought, Amanda?
I'm not sure if she's saying she bought from us or she just bought Talls.
In general.
She says, I'm not impressed. It's been the same items the past few times, and I've had complaints from my customers that the items I sold to them that I bought from this store don't work. I've had to refund people a lot lately, so no thanks. I'm assuming you're talking about the Amazon Smalls, Amanda. I mean, sometimes they do come out with the lot, but my experience in the Smalls is that they're mostly new stuff. I mean, it's are not mostly, it's all new stuff, and we get very few returns on it. Very, very few returns. There's other stuff that we like, the Amazon returns, we do get return. You know, we don't. Okay, so in my big store, we accept returns. In the bin store, we don't accept returns. You know, we don't. We want you to test it out before you leave. We want you to, you know, make sure it's all there, make sure everything's there, and then you can buy it, because you're buying at a discount, right? You're buying you're buying $100 item for $20 or you know, something like that. You're buying a $20 item for $2. You know,
Yeah.
that's just the risk you're going to take, and that's part of the concept. That's the way that we can keep our costs so low. Is that we don't accept returns. So make sure you encourage them to check out the items in your store before they leave, before they go anywhere else. And then I don't think you're going to have that problem. We do get complaints. We got a complaint the other day that somebody bought a stroller and maybe it was missing a wheel or something, but you know, encourage them to look through the stuff. They said they're never going to come back, but you know, they bought a stroller for like $3 and, you know, and they want to return it, you know. I mean, I don't know. Are you looking at the high piece count electronics only pallets? Cody, I've seen those. I was actually offered those the other day. So there was 2 different kinds. One was, I believe, $24,000 for a truckload. One was $27,000 for a truckload. Now, my only concerns were they were 6-foot pallets. When I look in, they're probably only filled up maybe 4.5 feet, you know, with the electronics, but it's all clean electronics. And $27,000 for a truckload seems like a lot, but I think there's going to be a ton of value there. And I'm certain, I believe that I am going to go ahead and order one of those so I can do a video on it and show everybody what they're about. Maybe she's talking about the Port Richey from this store. She might be. Yeah, she could be. Jeff, she bought something. Yeah, I'm not sure because I don't know the context of what she's talking about there. I bought stuff from this store that doesn't work, and I had to refund people a lot lately, so no thanks. So yeah, I don't know where Amanda's from. She is coming from Facebook, so it could be our Facebook page in Port Richey. That's sure that could happen. Amanda, so if you're a buyer, I'm assuming you're a reseller. Yeah, so I'm assuming, Amanda, you're a reseller. Yeah, make sure you check that product out before you leave that store. Make sure you test it and make sure everything is there. It's super important in this business. But that's how, you might have had one bad experience, but I mean, we have thousands of customers every week. You go there right now. Well, no, they're closed right now. What's today? Wednesday? Thursday. They open back up on Saturday. They're closed Thursday and Friday. Open on Saturday. There'll be hundreds and hundreds of people in line, ready to get in and ready to purchase those items. You know, it's a good store. Jen is very accommodating there. She's a very nice person,
Very sweet,
very reasonable person. So, you know, I would recommend maybe you go talk to her and you know, but it is as is. So, you know, that's part of the game. You know, if you don't.
Just like every general consensus of every bin store.
Yeah. If you don't want to play the game, then I understand. It's not for everybody. This game's not for everybody. It's for the seasoned buyers. It's for the people, the bargain shoppers, the people that looking to flip stuff. So I get it. Yeah. So if anybody has any more questions or comments, feel free to put them down below. Somebody just put what they have 2 testing stations there, right? Is that what it says? Jeff. So Jeff must be from there too. They have 2 different testing stations in that store. Yeah. So there you go. They do have a system for testing merchandise. They're real good about it. No, believe me, nobody wants you to buy broken merchandise. Recognize it's broken. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. What's the square foot of your 2 stores, and how many customers can you pull on reload day? So my 2 stores, Jason, one of them is 10,000 square feet, and one of them 7,000 square feet. But they both have a storage section in it. So the actual square footage we use for the bins are probably around 5,000 square feet. And there's plenty of room for me to put more bins in there. I really need to contemplate putting more bins so I can move more product. And how many customers can you pull on reload day? I mean, you look at our videos or our pictures. There's hundreds of
waiting out line to the door.
Yeah, you can easily put over 100 people in these stores. Easy. I mean, think about it. Our Bing store, the 10,000 square foot store, I think has 60 bins. So 64 by 8 bins. So think about it. How many people can fit around a bin? Easily 4, right? 4 without
minimum.
Yeah, without having any problems, right?
It's about the size of it.
So 60 times 4 is 240 people, and it doesn't even feel crowded. I mean, there's a lot of people in there, but it doesn't feel crowded with 240 people. So you can get a lot of people in these stores. I mean, there's a lot of people, like my own manager opened a store, David, and his store is, I think, like 1,500 square feet, he does really well. There was a gentleman who was commenting the other day on here. They have 6 stores and they're 1,000 square feet each. It all works. It's about finding that deal, finding that bargain. I'm actually looking at a building. It's not here. It's up in New York where I'm from. 12,000 square foot building. They want $1,600 a month rent. I'm like, whoa, that's so cheap. That's a bin store right there. I got to open a bin store there. So I'm hopefully gonna open the first bin store in my hometown up north and see if that works. It's not a nice building. It's like an old building. It used to be like a costume shop, But hey, who cares? It's so cheap. I mean, it's so cheap compared to down here. I mean, I'm looking at buildings that some buildings they want $30 a square foot. So a 5,000 square foot store is like $15,000 a month. That's way too much. I want to pay $3 a square foot. So yeah. So listen, if you have any more questions, comments, put them down below. Bin stores are a great way to make money. My bin stores, I think, average, anywhere between $60,000 to $100,000 profit. I'm still trying to, get the right product mix, get the right relationships, get everything built right up. That's why I'm very happy about my new relationship buying the mediums. That puts a whole nother level of stuff. My nonprofit that we always talk about, we buy the U-Hauls full from the nonprofit, has been very up and down lately. I haven't been getting anything from her. So it's good that we found the mediums and we can supplant that. I will buy more from the nonprofit. It's just, it's just inconsistent with this person. And I'm working with another one to try to get that one going. Alexander said, good morning. Would you describe the experience of Goodwill pallets buying from them? So remember, I believe you need to be a problem solver for these companies. So when I went into Goodwill, I said to them, what can I buy? Or what do you have a hard time selling? And that was wicker baskets. They have pallets and pallets of wicker baskets. And if I buy the wicker baskets, will you sell me the good pallets? And what I thought were the good pallets there was media pallets, which is DVDs and CDs. There was vintage video game pallets. There was artwork pallets. Pots and pans pallets. Yeah. So because I was willing to take the crap, they were willing to sell me the good stuff. And so I would go in with my 26-foot U-Haul. I would load up, and they'd double stack the pallets. I'd load 24 pallets at a time, and I'd go 2 times a week and buy merchandise. But remember, every pallet was cheap. Every pallet was like $100. It was normally by the weight, by the pound. So the basket pallets were only costing me like $30, right? And I'd get 100 baskets. But the DVD pallets were like $200. But I'd get 2,000 DVDs, right? For $200.
Boost up the inventory fast.
Yeah. And I need, we sell a ton of DVDs here. Remember, people still buy DVDs. People, Well, we get a lot of elderly people here in Florida because they're snowbirds. So the snowbirds come down. They don't want to pay for cable, right? Cable's ridiculous. So they come in and they buy DVDs. We sell tons of DVDs. We only sell them for $1 a piece in our store, so it's very good. But yeah, you can. The problem is getting a good relationship at Goodwill. You got to go in there and just kiss the ass of the warehouse manager. Do anything that he wants, anything that he'll do, because to get in line for those good pallets, keep in mind, somebody's been buying those good pallets for years off them, have never complained, have always paid on time, and you're walking in fresh. I mean, they're just not going to change to you. So somehow you got to become a problem solver for them, and so that it works for both of you. What I got them to do when I went in there is they would sell me every other media DVD pallet because I'm taking the baskets off their hands. So I like buying from Goodwill. What happened was they had so much stuff that we just ended up with thousands of, pallets everywhere, right? We had them double stacked in our store. The fire department came in and said we can't double stack pallets. So that kind of changed the ball game for us, and we had to single stack pallets everywhere, and I couldn't sell them fast enough. I couldn't make any money on it. Was just a weird. So yeah. But what I do like is in our town, the Salvation Army does a daily auction. We call them the bins. So they fill up bins with donations that don't go out on the floor, and you can buy these bins for 20, 30, 40 bucks. They separate it by category. Like it might be sporting goods, it might be electronics, it might be lamps, it might be vacuum cleaners. So I do like those sales. I would do that more often if I had more time, but I'm more focused on buying truckloads now, so I don't want to go there. It takes too much of my time. It's easier for me just to sit here and order merchandise from the relationships that I've built. Jeff says no more phone cases. I agree, Jeff. Millions of phone cases in there, but you know what I have in my bin store. So in the smalls, you get tons of phone cases, and the good thing is they're for newer phones, right? Because they're just recently off the shelves at Amazon. So you're really not getting iPhone 5 cases, stuff like that. You're getting newer phone cases, which is good. I put them in my bin stores, and I get a lot of cell phone store owners coming in and buying them up on dollar days, and especially on bag day, they're buying the heck out of them. Esteban,
hello.
Good morning.
Come on in, my man. Is this one working?
Yes. So which one is that? Is that red on it?
No red.
Is the other one? No, that's not the one. It's the other one. There's supposed to be another one somewhere.
That's the one I was just wearing. No, there's only no more.
All right, never mind.
Put it on. We'll fix it. So yeah. So I don't mind phone cases because let's say you had a Smalls pallet filled with phone cases, right? You're buying the Smalls pallet. Let's say it's for $6, $7, $8, but it can hold 3,000 phone cases. So if they sell for $1, if they're iPhone, I don't even know the newest iPhones. You guys know let's see.
I think this is my iPhone 12 Max Pro.
Oh,
I told him just give me.
Of course, Paul.
It's so
has the
fancy.
Most expensive
Well,
phone.
no, I go to Verizon. Like, give me whatever the top notch you have, because in 2 years it's gonna be obsolete. So
See, Paul
And
has a
then-
sugar mama. Paul has a sugar mama at home, so he gets all
She
the.
is.
it wasn't always like that, but yeah, no, it's only give me the top line, and then what are they coming out with? iPhone 13 now. So it's
Yeah.
like this is already going obsolete. Just got this.
Yeah, so you'll get cases for that phone in your pallet, which on Amazon are $30 or $20 or whatever they are, and so selling them for $1 is pretty easy. What's the size of your bins and how many pieces can you fit in the bin? So our bins are 4x8 and 12 inches deep. I'm not sure how many we can, because, we do put in mediums in the bins and then we put in smalls in the bins. So there's a lot of different, we could put, let's say half a pallet, which would be 600-700 items in there if we just do smalls, but we mix them in with the mediums in the returns. So they can hold a lot of stuff. Somebody was asking me yesterday, like how many bins does it take to fill up your store? And and I think depending on how big it is, but or how many Gaylords does it take? It takes about 10, probably about 10, maybe 12 Gaylords to fill a store. So you can easily get 2 weeks worth of inventory out of one full truckload. Now some people are doing a whole truckload a week and doing massive sales. I mean, I did talk to a lady the other day that was doing like $30,000 or $40,000 a week in sales in one bin store. I mean, I'm like, that's incredible. I'm like, I got to up my game, right, to to do that kind of stuff. So I was pretty impressed with those kind of sales. So yeah, so it's all about the size of your inventory, Jason. Smalls, you can fit a lot in there, and we pile them up too. We pile them up. People will dig through them. People don't care. Hundreds of people will come in there and dig. It's almost like a game for them. So, Jay Tennyson 77 says, "Do I need a resale license or line of credit in order to buy pallets from you? Is cash still good?"
Cash is king.
Bitcoin.
So Bitcoin, we want Bitcoin. So, I mean, if you have a resale license, you don't have to pay tax. If you don't have a resale license, we just got to charge you tax. That's the only rule on it. But yeah, you can pay in cash. That's fine. My bin stores don't accept cash. That way I can control cash. I don't have to worry about going to banks. I don't have to worry about somebody stealing my cash at the bin stores. We only do credit cards. And you know what? Did we say this the other day that I went to the Dallas Cowboy Tampa Bay Buccaneers game and they only accepted credit cards there.
No cash.
Yeah. So I was with this young fella, and I gave him $100 to go get us some cheeseburgers, right? Because that's how much they freaking cost at the goddamn stadium.
True.
And he waits in line for like 30 minutes, and I'm in the beer line, right? So I'm in the beer line, I get to the front, I'm getting my beer, and he comes over. They don't take cash. So we had to go all the way back to the end of the line with my debit card to buy it again. I'm like, oh, it's horrible. But I get it, right? I get it. I get why you don't take cash. I mean, think about those stadiums have hundreds and maybe thousands of workers in there. You're all handling the cash. Screw that. Credit cards. So yeah, you do need a resale license if you don't want to pay tax. A line of credit. I mean, I guess you can go out and get a line of credit if you'd like. We actually do have financing, right? We do have a way to do financing here. So we use a company called Acima. So what's our number? Is it on the back of the board?
It's text.
So yeah, what is it? So if you text
448 22462.
446.
Stan will put it down in the comments, all right?
Yeah,
So all you have to do, you can text these numbers. He'll put down here, and then you can get a line of credit through us and to buy pallets. I mean, we have a lot of people that use this. So this is 90-day free financing. I think they charge a $50 fee, but 90 days, same as cash. So no interest for 90 days. But I'm telling you, pay the damn thing off in 90 days because they're going to, after that, they're going to bend you over. All right. But we like it. We tell every customer, pay it off in 90 days. Please, please, please. So there you go. So you text 44683 to the number 22462. Text 44683 to 22462. And if you're a business or a bin store, not a bin store, but a liquidation store, I would recommend getting this. We get a lot of clients, and we put it on our Facebook page, and we tell everybody from your own home, sit on your butt at your home, and you can text this number to pre-qualify. And they don't pull your credit either. They don't. It's something like they make sure you have a job, they make sure you have a checking account, they make sure you're in good standing, something like that. No credit report needed. So it's good. So that's all you have to do is text 44683 to 22462. And if you have a store, I recommend getting Acima. Acima? I don't know. Acima. I say it Acima.
It's easier to remember that way.
That's right. That's right.
I've got an announcement to make, and it has to do with liquidationmotivation.net. But before I go into that, I just want to say, nice shirt.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that's because
nobody's wearing green today.
yeah,
Did we call each other this morning and say, everybody wear black?
I think so.
Even
That's right. So I wanted to say that I've been working really, really hard on liquidationmotivation.net, and I've finally uploaded the SOPs for you guys, and it's available now. The only thing you'll have to do is on the very main page of liquidationmotivation.net, you're going to click on the little button that says Get Started Today. And that's going to bring you to a welcome page. And we're going to ask for a couple of information so we can get to know you better by subscribing to our website. Once you do, you're going to receive an email with a password. So this way you can access those standard operating procedures. Now take note that these standard operating procedures is customizable. You can it's in Word document. You can change it the way you want. If there's information that you're looking for that's not in there, please let us know, because there's so many things that I've been thinking about on adding there, but I'm not sure if it's right for that document or not. So please let us know. You can reach out to me via liquidationmotivation.net. Our contact information for all of us is there.
Yeah, definitely. Good stuff that he's working on,
Yeah,
and we're sharing these resources for free to everybody. So we're not charging anything. We're just trying to build our community, build our build our brand, build everything that we're doing here. So yeah, go resaleamerica.net.
No,
Resale America Lakeland.
you mean
liquidationmotivation.com. Sorry.
.net.
We got too many. We got too many.
There it is. Liquidationmotivation.net.
I will stay out of this conversation. All right. 5x5 News says, do you have a job? Do you have a pulse? Then you're approved. That's right. It's pretty, I do see a lot of denials. I'm not sure why they're denials, but it must be if something like you bounced a check and recently in your checking account or something like that. Do you know how to say that word? Is that French? Les frictions. You can ship for Quebec. I love Quebec, right? Montreal. I lived 3 hours from Montreal. I'd go up there and watch the Expos play the Dodgers all the time. You don't want to buy from me if you're in Canada. You only, you got to try to stay local. I know there's sellers up in Ohio, up in Indiana. Excess Limited, I think, it's in Indiana. There's some out Walmart. You can buy Walmart out of New York. There's a lot of different places to buy. It's redunculous how much shipping is right now. And to ship from me to Quebec, I don't know, $8,000. It's just not worth it. It's not worth buying from me. I appreciate it. And listen, I'm not in this business to sell truckloads. I only have to sell pallets because I get too many. And now I'm hoping that I might get too many truckloads, and then I can pass the savings off to everybody else. But that way I'm buying out the whole line from these people. That's my whole goal. So yeah, I would go to Liquidation Pallets on Facebook or Liquidation Truckloads on Facebook. There's 30,000 people in the pallets group, 20,000 people in the truckload group, and put in there that you're looking for pallets from Quebec. And somebody will respond that they're close to you. There might even be some Canadian. I know you can get Dollar General. I know Dollar General was out of Toronto. Not Dollar. Yeah, Dollar General was in Toronto, and I know they had like 100 truckloads in Toronto, and that's only 3 hours from Montreal. I don't know where you're at in Quebec, but I know Kingston's in Quebec. I used to go over there. Drinking age was only 19 when I was in college. So me and my boys would load up and we'd go over to Kingston, Ontario, Canada. Oh, that's Ontario, not Quebec. Quebec is like all French there, man. You go into McDonald's and they only speak French. You're like, this is Canada. You would think that they speak English, but they don't. Yeah, so that's what I'd recommend there, Mr. Canada. Daniel said, I was approved for $2,000 and went and got $2,000 worth of pallets with a SEMA. Best thing to use someone else's money to make money. 100%, Daniel, 100%. Make sure you pay it off within the 90 days. Yeah. Just pay it off in the 90 days. I'm not even sure what they charge. Probably like 27%, 35%. And then they probably backdated those 90 days and you're paying interest for the whole time. I know that's the way like the furniture stores operate, right? Same 90 days, same as cash. But if you were 1 day late, boom, there's like $300 worth of fees added on. Jimmy said, thank you for the great content. How am I supposed to get anything done? Thanks for watching, Jimmy. We appreciate it 100%. And anytime you need any information, feel free to reach out to us. One of us, or ask a question on liquidationmotivation.net. We'll be happy to respond, or right on here during our daily lives. Judy says Walmart in New York is empty. They want you to order everything online. Yeah, so the Walmart in New York, I think it comes out of Johnstown, New York, is sold on B stock. So if you're local to them, that's a very good place to buy. Because my store up in New York was only a couple hours from there, I'd buy a lot from there. My brother used to buy a lot from there, so I know that there's a lot of merchandise in that Johnstown warehouse. So I don't know what you mean by Walmart in New York is empty. They want, oh, you're saying the stores are empty. Yeah, I think they're having huge supply chain issues. As we've said before on this channel, Stan and I went into a Walgreens when we were in Las Vegas, and I'm telling you, it was 75, maybe 80% empty. You go
Yeah,
anywhere
insane,
right now,
man.
they're empty, man.
Best Buy.
I remember that's what I was thinking when
Best
you were
Buy.
talking the Walmart empty, like Walgreens, Red Hook, that you went to was all empty. And like,
Yeah,
it's-
every store is
that's what
empty,
I'm
man.
talking
You
about,
go to the
what we're
grocery,
talking about.
you know, if it's not sourced here in the USA, you know, it is empty. They're having huge supply chain issues. Shipping is like quadruple what it was. You know, manufacturing is shut down a lot of places. You know what? They talk about inflation. We talk about inflation and all that kind of stuff here, and the government's telling you inflation's at 5%. I went and bought chicken yesterday, right? Pre-pandemic, I remember because I went and bought chicken at Publix.
That's fine,
We
chicken.
knew we needed chicken breasts, right? One
Mhm.
night, me and my wife. So I went to Publix thinking I'm gonna be a good father, a good husband, buy the chicken. She went to Walmart and bought the chicken. So this is how I know the chicken price. She paid $1.99 at Walmart. I paid $3.99 at Publix. So that day, I'm like, I'm never shopping at Publix again. I'm going to Walmart. $1.99 a pound. Last night, I went and bought chicken breast again. $5.99 a pound at Walmart. Triple, 300% markup. I mean, and they're saying inflation's 5%. Bull crap, man. There is huge issues in supply chain, and prices are going up, and that's why we preach to put your money into appreciating assets. So yeah, I agree with you. Walmart in New York is empty. A lot of stores are empty. Huge issues. I know Walmart. I don't like Walmart's online inventory. I mean, even
never
now, like
did.
when you Google Walmart prices, you get some knucklehead who's selling it somewhere else, and it's not really Walmart. So Walmart online now has third-party sellers. They're trying to do what Amazon did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
purchased a couple of things there, and it was quite convenient to go to the store to pick some stuff up. But I can understand what you mean.
Yeah. It's just weird I mean, Amazon just seems so clean and cut and dry, like what you're buying.
Yeah.
On there, it's
But
you
it's
know,
kind of cool for us sellers to sell on there.
yeah. No, so I'm approved to sell on Walmart, but you know, when I did Amazon and Walmart, I'd do 99% of my sales on Amazon and 1% on Walmart. So it's almost like, is it worth managing another way? But
Yeah.
who knows? Jason, any tips on identifying pallet scammers on Facebook? Yeah. Go to Bin Store Co-op and post in who you're going to buy from. They're going to tell you right off the bat, don't buy from a little broker, because a little broker is buying from a big broker who's buying from a contract holder. Okay, you're not buying or getting from. So you're paying several commissions along the way. Find the big brokers. Hopefully they'll take your call. If the contract holders will take your call, that's the one you want to buy from. So you eliminate everybody along the way. It's imperative not to, like we said, there was a company the other day that was marking up a load $6,000. Somebody today put on one of our groups, I don't know if it's my group, that there's a company out in New York, and I'm not going to mention them because I'm not here to bash somebody. I'm here to tell you to do your homework. But I bought merchandise from them and I hated it. I thought I was ordering 6 foot smalls. They came in at 3 foot, which means they've been processed. And somebody was saying they got a horrible load for these guys. They're just brokers. They're just brokers, and they're trying to make a killing off everybody out there. They need to go out of business. And I'm sorry if you're a broker and you're conning people and you're putting these ridiculous fees. I don't want you in business. I don't want to do business with you. I don't want anybody who's in my group and my sphere here. I mean, we have right now we have access to over, I think, 20,000 people within all of our groups, within all of our subscribers, that don't buy from these brokers that mark stuff up. And please identify them and tell people about them. It's just, do your homework, do it like a Google image. If they put a picture on, do a Google image search and try to find out where it came from or where it's coming from to see who actually is really selling the load. So I've been scammed a few times, Jason. Learn from my mistakes. Steven, I'm still looking to get into it with Steven. He scammed me out of, I don't know, $13,000 or something like that. But it was my fault. I was an idiot. Make sure you research the company they work for. Make sure they're a legitimate company. You never wire money to an individual person. And hey, if a company wants to take credit cards, they're legit. Very few of them out there do that. Why don't they take credit cards? Not only because of the 3% processing fee, but you can dispute it. You can dispute a credit card if something comes in bad. So you know a company is super duper extra legit if they take credit cards. Very few of them do. I don't even know of any of them that do that. But it's just be careful. Be careful. You can get burnt. There is a lot of scammers, and there's a lot of people out there that are trying to broker loads that were never in this business before. They were never in the business before. Now all of a sudden they're superstar brokers.
Yep. Good question.
Yes.
We talk about brokers and so forth. It's better not to buy from a broker, try to get the truckloads because they don't like to sell just pallets. Like, what I'm trying to get at is, say on a 1,500, is it more of a disadvantage if somebody owns a 1,500 square foot where they can't buy a whole truckload, but they have to go through a broker to get one pallet? They have to pay more? Do you think they're paying more?
Oh, they're definitely paying more.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
when I sell my pallets, I have to mark them up. I normally make about $100 on a pallet when I sell a pallet, but I sell them because I have to sell them. I have to move some of the extra inventory that I get. So you're going to pay more not by buying from a pallet seller. I don't think pallet sellers are scammers. As long as, even some pallet sellers go through their bins and resell the bins, which I'm okay with as long as they disclose that to you, right? As long as they let you know, listen, this is our policy, right? The truth is, in this business, just make sure up front you're saying, what am I getting, right? What am I getting?
Cool.
You're going to get a full truckload of 5-foot pallets on average 30 to 50 pieces. So then if it comes in something other than that, you can complain to them. You have a legitimate complaint, because we need to hold them accountable, because most of the time you get screwed. If a load comes in not the way you want it, you normally 99% of the time you get nothing. You get nothing. And I'm not saying the merchandise has got to be perfect, and I'm not saying there's not going to be broken stuff on there. What I'm saying is that when a broker or a seller or a contract holder says they're delivering one thing, make sure that's what you're being delivered. And then if they don't deliver it, expose it to the world. Expose it to the world.
I've seen a lot of comments, what's a good square footage and so forth. I think if I was this is personal opinion, if I was opening up a 1,500 square foot, I think I want to be a little further away than 20 miles from somebody that owns like a 20,000 square foot, because quantity versus how much quantity I have for inventory.
Yeah.
So,
you definitely at a disadvantage if you own a smaller store. I sell to smaller stores. I make my $100 a pallet. It's just, they don't, they don't have the benefit that we have because we're a bigger store. So think about that. Judy says, I go to Green Acres Mall yesterday, just empty shelves. Where is Green Acres Mall, Judy? I forget where Judy said she was from. But yeah, a lot of malls are empty.
This is the place to be.
Yeah, a lot of malls are empty. A lot of malls are, going out, retail, bricks and mortar retail is going out. What is taking over is the discount, discount stores. If you, Stan, you got a picture of Resale America?
Yeah, hang on. She just said New York.
Yeah, I don't know where Green Acres is. Stan's going to change my back screen. Where are we at? Where's Resale? Oh, that's the front of the store. Yeah, so we have the liquidation store. Can you play a video in the background?
No, it'll be over you.
It'll be over me?
You want
Okay.
to play it?
No, that's okay. So yeah, in Long Island, there you go. So yeah, I don't, bricks and mortar, like we said, are going out. It seems like these higher end plazas are popping up everywhere. Nice plazas where they're staying out of malls, because malls are really expensive to be in. We're fortunate. Yeah. We're very fortunate that we pay $3 a square foot in our mall, and we got a beautiful, the floors are marble. There's carpet, marble. It's beautiful. It's the old Macy's. This is the front of our store right here, and we're pretty fortunate to find this. We went to LoopNet. We searched all of Florida. The smallest we wanted to be was 70,000 square feet, and we sorted by low to high square footage. And this store came up at $3 a square foot. We came in and negotiated the deal. We got a bunch of free rent, a bunch of half price rent, a bunch of everything, and in our lease, and it really helped us out to get started, to build the business, to build Resale America up. So be careful, be thoughtful about what you're leasing, where you're leasing, and look around. We just loaded up a load for a guy yesterday that's in another mall. It's kind of a dead mall up in Florida, and he said he's doing really well. He's getting a lot of customers. I wasn't sure that it would work in a mall, right? Will customers come inside the mall to shop at your bin store? But he's saying he's doing great, so that's good. That's good.
It's just the market rent's killing everybody.
Yeah. I don't like the Walmart online. You are right. They use third-party dishonest sellers. They make you wait for a month for the items that they cannot deliver. Yeah, I'm telling you, I agree with you, Judy. I order probably daily from Amazon, and I always want to do Prime, right? So I get the 1 day or 2 day shipping. That's where I'm always looking for. That's what I'm always looking to get. I want to get I'm not as price conscious as I used to be, meaning that I don't care if I pay $5 more for a $50 item if I know I get it in a day or two. We buy all of our supplies on Amazon. It's just so convenient and so easy. And I don't get that same feeling from Walmart online. I don't, and I agree with you 100%.
We used to do this is off the contrary, food where you buy food online and we go pick it up curbside.
Yeah.
And anyhow, somebody in Orlando confiscated my ID, bought a headset and keyboard, spent like $100. I'd have called them and be like, hey, this is not me. They picked it up that day. So ever since then, they like blocked my name, and now I can't use online ordering at Walmart.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
I look at like what my wife spends. I go to my wife's checking account, right? I hope she's not watching, but I keep my money and her money separate because she's a really big spender. I'm a really big saver. And so when I look in her checking account, it's Uber Eats, Uber Eats, Uber Eats, Uber Eats, Uber Eats, Uber Eats. I'm like, damn, woman, damn. She's always ordering food online, But hey, she's my sugar mama, right? She was my sugar mama for a long time, and now I'm her sugar daddy. So it worked out well for both of us. Get yourself a good partner. The best thing that my wife did for us, we not only is she the mother of my children, but she had a good job, a solid job where she made good money, and she had health insurance. So I can do all the other crappy, all the ups and downs and take risks. My whole life I was able to. For the last 20 years, I've been able to do that because of her and her good jobs. And I'm very fortunate that kind of worked out. And now now we have restaurants, we have real estate, we have Resell America, we have the bin stores. We want to expand the bin stores, and I want to keep doing this. I can see myself doing this. I turn, just so everybody has a hedge. I don't know if hedge is the right word, but I'm turning 50 in a couple weeks. So at 50 years old, I finally have great financial security in my life. And if you're younger, I know you got a lot of younger 25-year-old guys and gals out there watching. Start your journey now. Start planning your money. Do the right things with your money. Know about money. Understand investments. I know I talk about Bitcoin a lot and investing in cryptos, but when I put a post on Facebook when they announced the first stimulus, I put a one-word post on Facebook, Bitcoin, and at the time Bitcoin was $13,000, right? So 2 months later, I put another post. Hey, 2 months ago, I put a post Bitcoin. It was at 13. Now it's at 32. And today it's at 50. I mean, where's it going to be at tomorrow? Where's it going to be at next year? And where's it going to be at in 5 years? I certainly recommend that you start investing in appreciating assets. My favorite is crypto. So we got a Facebook user here. What are they putting there? All right. Who is it? Franco. Tom, I'm talking about the future investment value. The current price of ETH is about $3,400, and it may increase 2 to 3 times in the next 2 to 3 years. But after all, the basic value of ETH is already very high. Polygon is just floating between $1 to $2, which is very likely to increase 10 times or even 20 times in the next 1 or 2 years. What's your thoughts? Yeah, so I don't know a lot about Polygon. I'm a little bit familiar with it. I have watched it some. Okay, so basically, in my opinion, you have Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? Are the two best assets that are going to win. Well, first of all, Bitcoin certainly will win. Ethereum, I give it a 90% chance to win and be there forever, or for the next 20, 50, 100 years. All right. After that, you have a lot of gambles. So if you're a gambling person, you can go all the way down the spectrum and buy coin number 500 if that's what you want to do. If you're 25, maybe you should do that. But I mean, if you watch, so just the other day, the SEC chairman, Gary Gensler, went in front of Congress, and he's saying that almost all cryptos are securities, which if you know what happened with XRP, the price fell in half whenever it was deemed a security, and that ruined XRP. So there could be a lot of cryptos out there that are going to get hurt. The two that are already classified as commodities are Bitcoin and Ethereum. So I would really, so this is, I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm doing. I'm doing what they call dollar cost averaging. That means I put money in every week. Okay. There's a project called Solana that I put $100 every week into. I put $200 into Ethereum every week, and I put $200 into Bitcoin every week. So I invest $500 into crypto every week. But remember, I started doing this, my first purchase was Ethereum at $73, and people looked at me, my dad looked at me and said, why the hell would you buy that? You can't touch it. You can't feel it. You can't put your hands on it. But, now that's worth a lot of money. People have told me not. You can go back in my other videos and you can see there was a time during Corona I was making $100,000 a month on my Bitcoin investments. So, it's I don't want to say what it's worth now. Everybody's warning me not to talk about what it's worth now, but it's worth a lot. It's worth a lot, and it's changed my life. So I mean, yeah, you can invest in that if you want. If you want to take the gamble, if you want to take the sure bet, only bet in buy Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin, I think Bitcoin is definitely going to be the world's reserve currency in the future. But I think Ethereum is going to be the world's digital currency, which means like when we live in a metaverse, Ready Player One, NFTs, when we're online, when we're playing gaming, it's going to be all done in Ethereum in the future, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's my opinion. Taylor says AMC. Yeah, you must be one of those Robinhood kids there, Taylor, which. I don't, what I liked is I heard today that AMC already came out and said they're going to accept Bitcoin as payment. And then today they just announced they're going to be accepting a lot more. So I liked how progressive they're acting. Do I think as a stock, I'm not sure. I don't invest in any stocks. I think the stock market is pretty bubblish right now, but as long as the government keeps printing money, it'll keep going up. So you don't have anything to worry about. During the hype, during the GameStop and the AMC hype, on Robinhood, I was on Robinhood and I did get frozen out. I tried to buy and sell some stuff and I did get frozen out. So I left Robinhood. I got rid of Robinhood during that time. So I don't have any money in AMC. I wouldn't recommend putting money into AMC. It's like buying Dogecoin, right? Everybody was buying Doge and it kept going up. And finally people stopped buying it and now it's at 21 cents. People kept buying it, and now it's not worth anything, so.
Keyword,
All right,
FOMO.
What's FOMO mean, Paul?
Fear of missing out.
Fear of missing out. That's right. So I like, if you want to be safe, if you're my age, or you're thinking about retirement, you want to, only in Bitcoin, you want to gamble a little bit more, go into Ethereum. You want to gamble a lot. I would put my money probably in Solana, or you can even go with Cardano. Those are Polkadot. Those are my favorite ones. But once again, I think I'm selling everything and just sticking to those three: Solana, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. Justin says, I'm packing eBay orders right now and just sold something to someone in Lakeland, Florida. All right, Justin, maybe it was us. Maybe we bought something off you, Justin. That's right. Yeah. So I love eBay. I love everything that we do on eBay. It brings us, like I said, we're currently at $5,000 a week in eBay sales, but we had a rocky road that Esteban's fixing. My goal is to get that up to $20,000 a week. And you guys can go to Reed-Sale America. That's our username on eBay, and you can track our progress. You can look at the, just keep in mind, there's some old listings that our old eBay manager did, but the newer listings, if you look at recently listed, you can see what our VAs are doing and, the pictures we're taking and how our listings look. So you can kind of compare them to your own and, see if we can be of any benefit to you. And then, like Esteban said, we're going to put he has this like 20-page operations manual for the VAs. Like, you need to make sure this is centered and this is centered and this is this. So we're going to put that on liquidationmotivation.net. We're going to let everybody be able to see that and see what kind of systems we use. Listen, if anybody else out there has systems that they use, we'd appreciate if you send it to us. We'll try to put it on the site, and just to bring more value to the community, more value to everybody. Because if it's something you do every day, if it's something you do all the time, you need to have a system for it, okay? Because you shouldn't have to tell somebody how to do something every day. If you clean the same items every day, you should have a cleaning checklist. If you clean the same items every week, you should have a weekly checklist. You know, make sure you systemize your business, systemize your store, systemize your eBay if you're just doing eBay, so that when somebody leaves and a new person comes in, that you have an easy process to show them, hey, this is how it works. You know, this is what you need to do. AMC, mother of all short squeezes. Oh, the moon. Yeah. Mother of all short squeezes. That's for sure. Yeah. But I certainly applaud what was it Reddit? I think it was the Reddit crowd, and I forget somebody can put it down below in the comments. I believe it was a Reddit group in Wall Street Bets. That's what it was. Wall Street Bets had thousands and hundreds of thousands of people that were part of this Reddit group. And they went to the group and said, hey, listen, GameStop and AMC are being shorted by all the big hedge funds, right? That means they're predicting the stocks going down, right? GameStop, what the hell they're doing? We're in the middle of Corona. Nobody's buying. They didn't have much of an online presence. They were buying everything in they were bricks and mortar. So they've shorted the two businesses. And so Wall Street Bets said to their hundreds of thousands of people, go on there and buy these stocks. Right, buy GameStop, buy AMC, and the price skyrocketed. And what it did is it liquidated the shorts of the people who bet them going short. So there was a company that lost billions and billions of dollars. So the first time in my lifetime, the normal people were screwing Wall Street. And you can see that Congress and the hedge funds, they all got mad about it. But I think that's the future of what we're building here, what the internet, what decentralization, what all these chat groups and peer-to-peer relationships. Wall Street will be gone. My prediction, within 10 years, Wall Street will be gone. There's no reason to pay these big fees. Back in the day, you would have to call your stockbroker up, right? Yeah. I want to buy 100 shares of Amazon, and they charge you like $80 plus 2% or whatever you spend or something like that, right? Then they have like Scottrade, which is $7 trades. Now we got Robinhood, which is free. We don't need all those assholes on Wall Street taking millions and millions of dollars worth of what we call economic rents out of our pockets, right? They take it from us. When they get paid, it comes from us. So we don't need them taking the money out of our pockets. And that's what crypto fixes. Decentralized finances fixes all that stuff. So yeah, that game, I'm very impressed with that GameStop deal. I encourage more of it. More of it. I don't think that people that manage other people's money should be the richest people in America. I think the people that have the money should be the richest people in America. So,
I have to go.
You good?
I'm good. We got to head out.
All right, Paul.
I'll see you later.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
It's been an hour. All right. So listen, we're going to wrap this up. It's been an hour. If anybody has any more questions, feel free to put it down in the comment section. Liquidation Motivation is my YouTube channel. Listen, 53% of people aren't subscribed to my channel. Please go over there and subscribe for me, please. We just need to help pay Stanley more money. Everybody should know Stanley from the videos. We do have a new video coming out today, later on the day, that's not a live. Ever since we started doing these lives, our regular video output has gone down, but also the viewers gone down, which we understand. We're working on that. We're trying to put out more content daily, but we're certainly trying to help people with our website, liquidationmotivation.net. And, anything that you guys, want to contribute to it, feel free. We don't charge anything. We don't charge anything for anything. The only money we make is from Google AdWords, the ads that you watch. So if you want to watch the ads and click on it, that's a way to support our channel. So listen, feel free to email me. Feel free to reach out if you have any more questions. Private message me. If you have any loads, private message me. My email address is tvwedeal@yahoo.com. Brazuka says, Mr. Motivation, how are you? I'm doing fantastic, man. I'm making money today. All my businesses are all up. Everything's rocking and rolling. But remember, it's something that I started 20 years ago, and now I'm finally feeling the fruits of my labor. I'm finally getting to financial security. I'm finally getting to the place that that I needed to be in life, that I wanted, that I dreamed about as a kid in life. I dreamed about being wealthy. I dreamed about not having to worry about money. I dreamed about, not caring what things cost, but I never really had a plan to get there. And, imagine a ship, and this I'm stealing this from somebody else. Imagine a ship leaving a harbor and they don't have a route to go, and it just drifts all over the ocean. You never know where it's going to end up, right? It might end up in failure. It might end up in success. You know, but a ship that has a destination, a target, and you're the ship here, you're the ship. You got to have a path. You got to have a plan to prosperity. And so you got to start that plan someday. It's a 20-year journey, and you need to start it now. If you start it today, by the time, you know what, when I went back to college as an adult, I'm like, you know, I wanted to get a master's degree in business. It was going to take 4 years. And, you know, at the beginning of the journey, it seems like a long time. But when you get done, you're like, man, that was nothing. That was easy. I'm glad I did it, you know. So I'm glad that I got started. I just subscribed to Liquidation Motivation. Get started today. I think that will help me. Awesome. Awesome. I'm glad that you subscribed. Yeah. So go to liquidationmotivation.net and just sign up there. All we're asking, I believe Esteban set this up for maybe your email address. So we'll give you, you know, that way we can reach out to you with any other things that we have, any information. We did hire some VAs. We're going to do some, you know, we're going to do some additional videos, some additional podcasts. We're going to do, you know, some blogs and stuff like that. And we're just going to share that with everybody to help grow our community. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Resale America in the Lakeland Square Mall. Deal days. We have one in Winter Haven, 2820 Wrecker Highway. Today's $20 day down there. Bing is running that store. Go see him. Deal days in Port Richey and Jasmine Plaza. Jen's running that store. We don't open back up there until Saturday, $5 day. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for being part of my show. Now go out there and make some